Lafayette Mandala, Bibi Fahudio is your favorite warrior, Black Panther in the building, a Bibi Fahudier to my audience. Got my guest today, Doggie Diamonds of Doggie Diamonds TV. We building on the Black Power Awards. What's going on, brother?
I'm here chilling. I told you I was trying to go get a haircut, trying to go to the gym, and then I realized time got away from me, so I just ran back. I didn't get a haircut or nothing. Ran back to do the show, talk to the people. What's going on with you?
Oh man, it's all good, man. It's all good, brother. Just gonna share this real quick. Share this Facebook. We get some people up in here. Good. Man, how is it in New York out there, man? What's going on?
It's a little the weather is a little warmer today than I think. It's not really, a little warmer for the season. So I walk around with a sweater on regardless because I'm always walking and stuff. So it's a little warm outside. So I was sweating. I was like, I actually was happy with that because I might not have to go to the gym. I probably could just walk around a little while, get my same workout sweat on, go get my hair cut. I'm going to Atlantic City tomorrow. So I'm trying to get myself together. Then that new Call of Duty just came out. So I might go snatch that up.
Oh, boy. Don't call you for the next couple of days, huh?
Nah, because you know what it is? When you be on Call of Duty, them little white boys be racist and all that. So I like shooting them and stuff in the game. Yo, they crazy on there. If you ain't never got called,
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I've never been in that environment.
If you never got called in before, play Call of Duty. You will get called in a lot. And it's little white kids that sound like they're like 8 years old, and they be like, "I'm gonna kill you," and it's like
how you even know I'm black?
Yeah. Nah. Well, you could tell because we got bass in our voice. They don't have no bass in their voice, so they can always tell. Yeah. They could just our voice is naturally exudes masculinity, so they could tell. So it be little kids though, man. They be cursing you out, calling you all types of racist stuff. It's like wow. So
on the phone.
Yeah. So it's exactly. So it feels good to go on and hit them with a grenade every now and again and stuff like that, So it's fun. It takes off a lot of games from time to time because it just takes your mind somewhere else. When you're not reading, studying, and doing what you like to do. Because people think that when you believe in when you live Black Power and you pro-Black that you don't have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
People think you don't do.
Frowning upon that, man. They like video games.
Yeah, like you the struggle we're in, and you're playing video games. It's like, well,
damn, I gotta do something, bro.
Yeah, I gotta sit around and burn incense and chant all day and stuff like that. Like, damn, like I can't have a good time, and
what the hell are you having fun for? With this
like, are you out of your mind at a time like this? You are playing video games,
I'm gonna tell my audience, man, that is a recipe for you going crazy.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta be able to escape. Like even in the month of August, man, I just took August off. Like I didn't put up no new content on my channel. I went to Cancun for a few days. Like I was just like, yo, I've never took a break, and either you take a break or you're gonna have a breakdown, so you have to be able to pull back a little bit. And that doesn't mean you change your mind state and everything, but when you see different things and you see the world, you view things different because you're like, damn, all I know is the mud. And you start realizing, yo, there is places where it isn't any mud, and you strive to get there, and you strive to show people like, yo, if you just explore a little bit more, you'll see more and you'll want more. So sometimes we're just stuck in our communities that all we see is death, destruction, racism, and oppression, that we think that that's all exists in the world. And there's other places in the world where, it exists, but you could get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be that crab in the barrel. You don't have to be, always going outside and looking around like, somebody's out to kill you, or always just always on point, because that's stressful, when you could go away and live stress-free, or even some places where you live, you might live in certain areas where you don't have to lock your door. You know what I'm saying? Like being from New York City, particularly Brooklyn, you have to lock your door. You know what I'm saying? You have to lock your door. You have to go outside. You have to always be on point. You have to pay attention at all times. I'm not saying that you don't want to be like that, but damn, it's just a tough load on your mind all day, every day. And then they had this so-called terrorist attack the other day in New York City. And I'm a bike rider, so I felt the way about that because I'm like, damn, he did it in a bike lane. I could have, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I saw the headline, but I didn't really see what happened. What happened out there, brother?
Oh, something about because like me being that I'm out here, I know propaganda when I see it, and I know you know, I believe all white media is going to push propaganda and warmongering and fear mongering to the people. So allegedly, some dude got out of, he rammed some dudes of some people in his truck, and then he got out and had a gun or something like that. You know, but as a black man, unfortunately, sadly, I'm gonna say this is real though. When we see stories, all we want to know is that it wasn't somebody black doing foolishness, and we be like, "Oh, he wasn't black." Woo. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy that we think like that, but it's real. And for black people, we really sense danger when it's not our own kind. You know, we really could sense like, hold up, something ain't right. Like, why he came in here with a coat? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh. It's 80 degrees and he got on a coat. No, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like we really, that's why a lot of times when stuff happens, it happens at the hands of our own people because we naturally trust our own people as we should. But when we see these other folks and they doing weird stuff, like, yo, he acting weird on that train. I'm out of here. You know, so a lot of times we get out of Dodge fast. Any little, yo, hold up. Oh, why he driving like that in that truck? Yo, get away from him. You know what I'm saying? If you on the road and you driving, yeah, somebody on the road driving erratically, you could let him go past us. You know what I'm saying? The other folks be all inquisitive. Hey, what's going on over there? Okay, you gonna find out the hard way. Not us. We sense danger. Somebody acting crazy. Somebody yelling like, "Yo, hold on, let me get out of here." So yeah, in New York City, it's like it's on alert, but it's always, you know, an alert in New York City based off of 9/11 thing. New York is a police state, man. If they could catch a mouse pissing on cotton out here on camera, you know. And then we live in the times where when it is dangerous, something happened, everybody pull out their phone anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like people pull out their phone instead of assisting people, which is weird to me. Like I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I seen a woman in distress the other day on the train. And I asked her, was she okay? Because me, like I said, I see and I sense things. So she said, you know, her husband just beat her up, and she's trying to get on the train to get to a shelter, and she didn't have any money. So I swiped her in, and I was just basically telling her, like, you know, you got options. Hence a lot of my questions on Facebook, you know. And I asked the other day, who's worse, the man that hit the woman or the woman who stayed to allow the man to continue to hit them? And believe it or not, a lot of people said the woman, and which was kind of, yeah, a lot of people said the woman, you know, and it's all perspective, you know. I try not to be so disagreeable with people because people can't see things through my lens, and a lot of people don't have knowledge of self, so they just sit there and they just always gonna blame the victim sometimes, you know. And that's why you have so many people in situations of sexual molestation or any abuse. People don't want to speak out because the victim gets blamed. You know what I'm saying? The victim is like, you know, you wanted it, or you stupid, you should have left when he hit you the first time. You know, it's not easy for people to just pack up and change their life. And some people
not that mentally strong, you know.
Yeah, and then some people believe that a little piece of something bad is better than nothing good, you know, and that's, you know, that and it's just messed up. And then when you really peel back the layers of people upbringing and how they were raised and what they see, what they saw, what they was exposed to, that's why a lot of people are the way they are. So all I did was just try to give her some kind words and just tell her, you know, you have to make a decision in your life. Only you can make that decision. When you feel like you had enough, you know, then you're going to do other things. But you always have to put yourself first. I asked her, did she have any children? She said, yes, she had 4 boys, but they live with their father. I said, well, I'm pretty sure you want to see your boys. I'm pretty sure you want them to visit you, and think about them. How could they visit you in an unsafe environment that you're unsafe in? Then she went to tell me that she had a 17-year-old son, And if he found out, he probably would, you know, do something to the guy. I said, see, now you have to pay attention that you have a child that's growing into a man. And one of the biggest things for any man is to protect his mother. So now you're going to put him into a situation where he might have to defend you and protect you and possibly harm this guy and do something fatal to this guy when you could have stepped away the best way you could have to avoid all that. So I just told her, you know, just tell the guy, you know, take a few days away and tell the guy that he needs help and you just don't want to take it no more. And you have to go from there. But, you know, that's my thing. I'm not into really calling people stupid, you know, because it just discourages people, you know. So I try to be, like I said, I swiped her, you know. She didn't ask me for any money, but if she had said she didn't even have any money to eat, I would have gave her a couple of dollars because that's how I am. I really know what it's like to be less fortunate and unfortunate, you know, in many instances. So, yo, I'm so kind to people, even though I be feeling like a lot of people ain't kind to me. I can't change. I won't change. You know what I'm saying? I won't change. Like, you know, even when I'm going around in New York City, there's so many homeless people. There's so many people that's just laying on the ground asking for change. And I just find myself giving people dollars all day. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when that's going to be you. You know, this life, it just, you know, I always say everybody's $100 away from being homeless. You know, people be like, what you mean? I say, yeah, because if you live and you only have a certain amount of income, your rent go up $50. You might not be able to afford your rent. You know, the travel, the gas go up, the food go up, but sometimes your money don't go up. You know, so you just never know. You know, so as long as I can help people, I always do. You know, I always do. I know on the internet, people be thinking that I'm an asshole and I'm evil and mean and all that, but I really have a good heart, you know.
They think that about all of us, brother. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know, because sometimes I can't.
What's going on, brother? I seen you come up in here. What's good, brother?
Yeah, I'm like one of MC Hammer backup dancers right now, man. We've been running around, me and Doggie Diamonds. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I just make sure that Hammer get where he need to go. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a good opportunity. You know what I mean?
Always doing that, bro. That's my brother.
Yo, and Black Panther, I just always want to tell you, man, thank you for all the work that you do within the community too, and all the information that you been putting out there over the past few years. Because I just got really hip to you within like the last 3 years, and unfortunately, it was through the debate circle, you know. So you know, a lot of things got soured based on people's perception on a lot of y'all, based on popularity of other people. But a lot of the information is dope. It's on point, and you know, I think it's needed, even from all sides. Even the wrong information is good sometimes, because if you don't get the wrong information, you don't know what the right information is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always was thankful, and every time I seen, you know, the Armor Squad, Team Osiris, and you know, the Dagger Squad, and every time I seen y'all somewhere, I was like, yo, I'm gonna watch this because I'm about to learn something that I didn't know. And I just always value that, because you know, that's very important, because with a lot of us in our communities, people started worshiping personalities and not the information. You know what I'm saying? And I don't worship any man. I respect a lot of men, but I like the information is more important than anything. The information is more important than the men sometimes, you know, because as men, we're not perfect, and we all have flaws, and we all can make mistakes. And then when you make that mistake, you get held to your mistake more than the information that you put forth. As long as you're not a hypocrite, you know, as long as you're not a hypocrite, you know, that's one thing. But, you know, if you get caught, you know, you cheated on your wife or something like that, people are like, he cheated on his wife, you know, so everything he taught us about, you know, Kemet, we're not going to listen to that no more. And it's like, well, what the hell that got to do with anything? Yeah. And I'm saying all that because I think it's important right now, a lot of the information that y'all gave, because we have people who's really, really trying to change and whitewash the information and say, we're not even, the slave trade didn't happen. You have people who's really pushing that right now. You have people who's trying to push that never happened. And I keep saying to people, well, why do the white man have ledgers of how they stole us? And why do they have it? They have it. You know what I'm saying? And they would love to be able to say it didn't happen. They would love that, but it exists. Yeah, it exists. And you have, you know, so now you have people that saying we were already here. We never came over here. You know, you got these flat earth people and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, man, like we in a very...
It's a lot of foolery out there. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate your sentiments, man. You know, my mission in life is to bring people back to their indigenous traditions and raise the scientific literacy of our community so we won't be fooled by the pseudoism. So, you know, that's what I do, man. And you know, sometimes it's underappreciated, sometimes people love it, but either way, I'm gonna keep doing it, man. But
yeah,
you know,
because you know what though, I want to say one thing though before you go ahead. I want to say, you know, people die from the lack of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? People die from sadness and loneliness and the lack of appreciation. So anytime that I could show my appreciation and just even, you know, verbalize it, I always do that because I'm not gonna act like I didn't learn anything from you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I didn't learn anything from you. I remember, you know, so much, and like I said, I learned from everybody, but I know how to eat the meat and spit out the bones. I know when somebody's being full of it, and anything that somebody says, if it could be disproven, then it was disproved. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And the issue that I think we have with amongst our people is that we're afraid to be wrong, and we're afraid to say, damn, I didn't know that. Yo, you just put me on to something, and yo, let me go further in my studies and let me look over here. It's like people are living and dying by their information and know that they're 100% wrong, but being that their information that they've been pushing forth so much, it would affect their currency to be wrong. They don't want to stop. They keep it going, and they keep giving lectures and keep doing YouTube videos, pushing information that they know is 100% wrong, but they don't want to change their tune because now their currency is going to be affected. So, you know, like I said, a lot of things that y'all have done, yo, I definitely learned a lot and was able to cross-reference and research that because I'm a researcher myself. So just because you said it, that don't mean it's law. When you give me a point of reference and you give me books and you give me, you know, tangible things that I could look up for myself the same way you did. It's like with people with reverends. He's reading out of a book that you could look in for yourself, but how he interprets it and how he deciphers it might be different from you. You know, so just because he's saying that don't mean you got to take his word for that. And I mean, just somebody like me who doesn't believe in any of that, period. I'm just saying to the holy rollers out there, you know, just stop. Yeah, stop worshiping a man because he's doing something that you can do. You have to do your research. Do your research. Just because somebody said it to you, that don't mean it's right, because they could come back 10 years later and say, yo, I've been teaching you the wrong thing for 10 years. You know, so I've
had to admit that to people. I'm like, hey, man, you remember that thing I told you about that? It's garbage. Throw it away.
Yeah. Yep.
But, you know, we here. The Black Power Awards is coming up in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, shouts out to my brother DJ and the whole Black Power Awards board, team, anybody involved, anybody that donated, shouts out to you. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it this year, but all of my brothers and sisters going to be there. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, please come out and support blackpowerawards.com. Man, I believe Doggie Diamonds, you nominated for something.
Broadcast Media Award.
Broadcast Media Award. Doggie Diamonds is nominated. You know, vote for the brother. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel, man. A lot of great content on there. Brother Knowledge Born, what's going on with you, man? You gonna make it out there this year?
Yeah, definitely. I'm being a builder. Do Knowledge Radio was nominated for Internet Radio.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, so now you know if you and one of the great things about these award shows is it introduces you to people you never heard of before. If you never heard of Do the Knowledge Radio, if you've never heard of Doggie Diamonds, now you get a chance to go to YouTube, look at their channel, see what kind of content they produce, review all the candidates. You can go to blackpowerawards.com, review all the nominations and make your decision from there and vote from there. You know, it's a great tool. It's a great marketing tool for everybody. You know, everybody can get something out of this to where they be like, you know, I didn't know about old boy. Oh, he got some good stuff. So it's going to be off the hook, man. Last year was great. This year is going to be even better. Wanted to bring Doggie Diamonds on the show to talk about this important event. So what's your take on the award show, brother Doggie Diamonds? What's your take on how is it important for the community, and what can we expect?
I mean, anything that says Black Power Awards is you know, just that title alone is almost like the greatest of all time or GOAT, and you know, some of these titles that's put out there. It just means a lot because they have their award shows, they have the VMAs, they have the AMAs, they have the Country Music Awards, they have the Grammys. And although we might participate, we know that those shows wasn't created with us in mind as Black people. So to have something called the Black Power Awards, this is ours. You know, we know it ain't gonna be no Eminem getting on stage rapping like he had Black people's savior or nothing like that. So we know that this is, you know, for us, by us. And it just means a lot because I could just see it, you know, even though this is the second annual Black Power Awards, I could just see after, you know, after this one and after the first one, it's just getting bigger and better. And it's just something for us to be proud of because in this day and time, 2017, where you have people trying to push certain narratives on our people, saying that Black power is dead, Black power is over with. You hear that. You hear people saying that slavery didn't even exist. We was already here. You have people saying we have no African ancestry. You have people saying we're not even really Black. So with all that being pushed out there, I know it's confusing a lot of people. So at this award show, you're going to see Black excellence at its finest, all in one building, under one banner, under one roof, without it being weed being passed around, without liquor being passed around. And even if people are there partying and taking a drink, that's not what brought everybody together. We wasn't brought together by twerking. We wasn't brought together by strippers and naked women or violence or some type of action sports. We was brought together under, you know, everybody's mind and everybody having a camaraderie and everybody just wanting to see each other and meet and greet and just say, yo, the Black Power Awards, I'm amongst this. I'm amongst Black Power right now. And I think is very important to us in our community. And I think everybody should participate because we always talk about, well, we don't have this, we don't have that, we need to have this, we need to have that. And then when we get these things, we don't support it because we still want their things. We still want what they pushing forth. We still want to be included in the VMAs and the Grammys and all that. And sometimes we just have to say, yo, you know what? Y'all been trying to exclude us, so we don't want to be with y'all no more. We're going to create our own thing. Like I'm telling this story. I had put out on Facebook that I was looking for a Black entertainment lawyer, and somebody hit up and said, yo, you don't need a lawyer to draw up a contract. And I said, I do know that, but the fact that I just want to spend money with a Black lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Because we keep saying we need lawyers, we need this. And then when we have them, we don't support them. So we have to support our people efforts. And when you look at somebody that looks like you know, no matter the hue of Black, because even within our community, I get faced with a lot of colorism because I'm light skinned. So some people be telling me I'm not Black enough. And I'm like, how am I not Black? You want to see
Black Power Awards, man?
This is what I'm there. Yeah, I get so much colorism, you know, and I like it because I have knowledge of self. So you're not gonna defeat me. You're not gonna make me feel like I'm not Black enough when everything that I've done and everything that I do is for Black people. You know, I don't coon. I don't do anything for crackers or white people. And if I did, I would be in a different position. I would be rich. You know what I'm saying? I would be wealthy according to what their standards of rich and wealthy and successful is. But I do a lot. And I always wanted to make my family proud. I never wanted my family to look at me and say, look at this idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised with a certain upbringing, and money and material and riches cannot take away your morals, values, and principles, and it shouldn't. You know, so being that I have certain morals, values, and principles that I was raised with, that my family instilled in me, no amount of money, no car, no house, no boat, any of that could take me away from that, because this is a disgrace to my family and my ancestors. So I want to be put in the same vein as when people think about a Dr. Khaled, you know, how he just was just so proud. You know, I just want to have people look at me like, yo, he was always proud, and he always, you know, showed up and showed out, and never was buck dancing and cooning for, you know, for scraps. Because people think, you know, money makes you rich. It really doesn't make you rich. It just makes you a target. It puts you in a certain box, and more money, more problems. So we all do need money, you know, but I don't need unclean money. I don't need that dirty money. I don't need that money that was, you know, obtained from the misery and struggle of our people, and knowing that I'm contributing to that. I don't want that type of money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's why I'm
Brother
the way I
Knowledge,
am.
Brother Knowledge, what do you think about the Black Power Wars and how important is it for the community, brother?
Man, I think you give like a thorough explanation. It was one of the tea talks with the sisters on Dr. Mayat. You were describing and detailing from the vantage point of our African spiritual traditions, how we came together to celebrate. You see what I'm saying? You described in very good detail uh, when you were on the panel that day in regards to the importance. So you took it from a space of reconnecting us back into that lane so we can have that resurgence of the African mind. Uh, Anything that we do with our people should be, that's righteous should be celebrated. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's people in the chat room that making comments. You see what I'm saying? That's celebration. So they see value in this conversation. There's brothers and sisters that are sharing this episode, and as a result, people are watching. People are gonna come and subscribe to your channel. So in a very a microcosm of a macrocosm, celebration is lifeblood. You see what I'm saying? Like we celebrate at birth, and even when someone transitions among us, we still celebrate. Like even if we got sadness or sorrow in our heart, after that, we're gonna do what we do. We even still call it like a going home ceremony. You see what I'm saying? So for an institution to come together, for a brother like DJ, the ancestors put that on his heart, and for him to have a vision. You see what I'm saying? Not even the means yet, just that determined idea, the power that exists within the African mind of a creative, determined idea, and to put it into motion. He said he got on his phone and he got 50 people that was gonna rock with him. You understand what I'm saying? And turn that dream or determined idea, manifest that in physical form, and have it in the best type of manner possible. Shows that endless potential in regards to what we do and how we celebrate and how we recognize. We use terms like nation building. If you look at the categories that are nominated or that are considered for a Black Power Award, you have some of the best and brightest minds right now. You see what I'm saying? They didn't nominate themselves. The community, their peer group, those people are distinguished amongst the people that are in that particular lane. So if you want to know how to grow food, if you want to know, you say, hey, there's no children's books out here, there's no animation out here, that's false. So now you get the concept to be in tune with those people in the same room and say, how did you do what you do? Are you able to teach people to do what you do? Hey, teach me how to grow food. Hey, teach me, how to, that process that you went about to take your digital idea and get into anime, or how did you make those books? Oh, you got a publishing company? I was thinking about writing a book. You see, so connecting all these dots from all these particular vantage points, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's spirituality, whether it's self-defense, all of these things are necessary and vital to build up a nation. These are all practical things you can take back to your family and begin to implement. You can say, hey, I'm gonna build a garden. I'm gonna commit to, reading a book. You see, we can read a book together as a family. Oh, we can get this, DVD. We could get this Meltrek series. We could get, Ask Me Who I Am. You see what I'm saying? And begin to implement these things in our house. Using these third-party tools that are there, that's available. So as long as we're in the spirit of celebration, as long as we're in the spirit of positivity, we are ensuring a way for us as a collective to move forward, to have a future. You see, because we find value in the things that come from the mind of African people. You see, so if we here with Doggie Diamonds, I found immediate value in the work that he does. I've seen most of your work, and we know each other personally. You see what I'm saying? So the value that exists between you, the creativity and the standard of excellence that comes from your mind is remarkable. You see what I'm saying? So if we can do that together, we can do more of that. We did a lot of the other things. You see what I'm saying? So now we can get a chance to come together and define what celebration is to us. You see, and stretch the imagination and push it further. We've been to a lot of events. You see what I'm saying? But last year, that upscale environment, that upscale event showed like, okay, we can do this even further. You see what I'm saying? So imagine now, we got so many Africans coming together for an annual Black Power Awards that we got to rent out a stadium. If we could rent out a stadium, we can build a stadium. You understand what I'm saying? So, getting that, stretching that imagination all comes from that foundational root of celebration. So, I'm, one of the strongest advocates for, the Black Power Awards and the Black Power Institution. It's connected to family, it's connected to my mother and father, my ancestors. So they left me an inheritance, and this is how I value what they left for me. A lot of us are out here squandering our inheritance, or we're not even in the know. So that's how you can give it away. That's how you can take something that your family gave you and left you as an inheritance and sell it away, for 30 pieces of silver, metaphorically. You see, because you don't value it because you didn't build it. You see? So, and then you got another contention of people, if it's not my idea, it doesn't exist. Where does that come from? You see, how does that creep into your heart? And that becomes a thing you want to make manifest. And you find people who agree with that and, deal with that malice and deal with that wickedness. This is something that is yours. This is something that will survive us. You see what I'm saying? If we sow the right seeds. And it's something that's celebrating our ancestors, our elders, our peer group, our babies, and our future. How could you have a problem with that?
Absolutely, brother. I mean, from the position of African wisdom centers or African traditions, we always have these different festivals, get-togethers, ring shouts, whatever you want to call them, gatherings of our people to celebrate different things. This is just what we do. This is just an extension of African tradition, whether it's the Gele Festival, the Akumalu Festival, and the Gungu Festival, a Zoe Festival, whatever it is. Yeah, man, them look good right there. Shouts out to brother Tariq and brother Unk with Nagus and Abju footwear. But whatever it is, whatever the occasion is, whether it be a new moon or a new harvest or celebrating mothers, celebrating our ancestors, different natural forces we revere, whatever it is, we always come together for these type of events to get together and give reverence to it. So, people that have a problem with the Black Power Awards, I really don't understand the angle that you're coming from, because most of them are coming from the angle that we don't have time to have an award show. Okay, if that was the angle, then I need you to throw your cell phone out of your car while you're driving. You don't have time to be on Facebook. You don't have time to be on Instagram. You don't have time to be on any of these other social media outlets. Throw your TV out of the house. You don't have time to watch TV. Stop going to your job. You don't have time to make no money.
I think the camera is just on me. I think you about have to click yourself, because when y'all talking,
Okay.
It's not going to. Yeah, there you go. It's not going to you.
Yeah.
It was on me. I mean, I don't mind getting a lot of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But I mean, this don't have time narrative really doesn't hold water when you really look at our life in general. Because as me and Doggie Dimes were talking earlier, there's a recipe for you going absolutely crazy. And it's okay to be upset, and it's okay to be angry with the current state that Black people are in America. But you have to take time out to celebrate the little victories and celebrate togetherness that we have. There's going to be a lot of Africans in the building. There's going to be a lot of people from multiple schools of thought in the building. And this is a type of unity that we can't match this type of unity within our small circles.
But but at this point of life, should we really be having to explain that to people? Like if you don't get that, if people don't get that and they can't grasp that right there, then that's their problem. I don't think that that's something that we should have to explain to people, because, all right, look at it like this. When you're in a situation with a bunch of people in a room and they're from different walks of life and different things, now you have people who are vendors. So now, instead of me going to buy my incense from the Pakistani or the Hindu or the Indian man, I get to buy them from somebody who makes it in their home. I get to buy soaps. I get to buy different things. we get to barter, we get to trade. That's our heritage. That's our ancestry. So even if this is a place where people are coming to do that, that's okay. It's not, see, like I said, a lot of people are very, very uptight. They're very unhappy. And they want to be so black power and so black proud and pro-black at all times. One of the things of being pro-black is mean that you're for your people. And before you do something with others, you do it with your own. So now this is a place where everybody is coming to congregate and celebrate each other. Like I said, people die from the lack of appreciation. People pass away from loneliness. So now if we're in a building and somebody might have put their life put their life on the line. Some of us have put everything on the line for this. And for somebody to say, yo, I appreciate you, that makes you continue. That makes you know that a lot of things you was doing is not in vain. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. Me personally, I don't have time to criticize something, because if I think I can do something, I could do something better, then I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So I'm happy that somebody took the initiative and created something for us. And that's what, again, what we always say is what we don't have. We need our own schools. We need this. We need that. We all the time. And then when somebody does it, people don't want to support their efforts. So it's not like we're saying, yo, we're having a big party. Everybody come party. Bring your own bag of liquor. You know, bring your weed. You know, like nobody is saying that. It's the Black Power Awards. We sit there, we criticize the BET Awards. We criticize the MTV Awards. We criticize all the, look at them there, cooning. Look at these tight clothes. Look at these effeminate dudes. Look at all that. Now you're going to have the complete opposite of black manhood and black womanhood in a building, and everybody together just enjoying each other, because it's a lot of people that I don't know. It's a lot of people that know me that I don't know them personally. It's a lot of people that I might have a perception of that I never got to see or in person to really feel them out and feel their energy. And that's what it is. We have to be in and create spaces where we can share energy and ideas without it always being an argument, a fight, or a debate. And a lot of divisive people, you know, just if you don't like what's going on, just stay your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Just stay home. Just stay home.
It's too easy.
And don't come home. Don't come with the madness, because if we leave it up to you, we're gonna be in the house grumpy all day. And I don't live like that. I really enjoy life. I do things that I enjoy, you know, and again, you have to be able to retreat. You know, too much of anything is no good for you. You know, too much of anything is no good for you. And, you know, you have to be able to, you know, let your hair down and be able to just, even if it's for 10 minutes, just take your mind. When you're meditating, right? When you meditate, you're not sitting there saying, fuck the police, I'm tired of oppression, or we got to get out of take a knee with Kaepernick. You're not meditating.
You don't have time to meditate. You know, the state that we in, you don't have time to meditate.
This is what I'm saying. But a lot of people who be talking is, you have time to have sex and you're not procreating, you just getting another one, right? You have time to eat bad food. You have time for so many things. So you make time for what you want to make time for. And a lot of times, if you make time for your people, then that's what time you have. You know, some people might think, oh, my children is in, you know, the governments, and they're in the system, they go in school. I don't have time to do that white man homework and all that. Well, your kid is gonna fail, and if you can't homeschool, so don't be so into it that you're stupid now. And as I said, some people are so woke that they're asleep. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so woke that they're asleep, and they forgot that you have to enjoy life, because one thing is for certain is that you're going to die. You're gonna die. You're gonna leave this physical plane, and you don't want to leave this physical plane knowing that you didn't enjoy yourself. And then you can't pass that bad energy and that bad spirit to other people. We're not saying we're having a Black Power Awards week where it's a week of celebration and partying and tailgates and cookouts and all that. We're not allowed to celebrate Black excellence anymore now. We're not allowed to have a good time.
That's what this is.
This is what I'm saying. And when you're a part of it, when you're a part of Black excellence, or even if, like I said, even if I wasn't nominated last year, when I seen them pictures with all of y'all, I felt so damn left out. I said, damn, man, why I ain't go? So I said I wouldn't miss, I said I wouldn't miss it. I said that. I said, yo, next year I'm going, without fail, because damn, I need to be amongst that. I need to be around my people. When you're around so much evil and so much negativity on a day-to-day basis, and you fight and you want to go in an environment where everybody in the room is there with a purpose. Everybody is there to project Black excellence, and that's what everybody should just go under. Listen, if you feel bad, you want to be grumpy, your lip is poked out, you're stomping, keep your ass home, because if you come with the bad energy, you're gonna be outcast. You're gonna be outcast because everybody is all smile, everybody having a good time. So for anybody who's,
man, it's a great opportunity for people to meet, scholars, businessmen, anybody that you just look up to and want to link up with and didn't know how to link up with them. This is a great opportunity. If you wanted to link up with Doggie Diamonds and you love his show, you think you can add to his show, he gonna be in the building.
Facts.
So you can walk up on him and say, hey man, I got a great idea for your show, and I want to link up with you. We can do some business.
Or even just people not being in the know of certain things, and like Knowledge said, yo, how do you do this? How do you do that? Because it is so many things that many of us are advanced in. So now this is a learning experience and a learning opportunity. We don't have workshops. We don't have things. And then when people do want to give their expertise on stuff, when it comes to their people, they charge. And I'm not knocking them for doing that. But this is a place where you could come and say, yo, how do you such and such on YouTube? And I ain't going to be like, well, I charge a $400 consultant fee an hour. Now, no, you got to do this. You got to do this and do that, because I want to see everybody excel. That's a part of excellence, and it is many of us within this community of Black people, and it has nothing to do with even being conscious. It's just us, period, where we're on different coasts, we're in different countries. So if we could come together and brainstorm, it's just one big brainstorm where everybody feels good. Like it's certain people I never saw in person. You know what I'm saying? I've watched their videos. I saw so many things. I learned some people I just want to shake their hand. And some people I just want to say,
shake yours.
Exactly.
You don't even know who knows you until you get to these events. They be like, hey, I watch you all the time. You like, what?
And it's sad. And it's sad that we have to defend Black excellence. Why are we, so I don't even want to talk about that no more. Like I said, if you grumpy, stay home. You can get the live stream. You ain't got to be there. The live stream link will be available soon. Or just sit there and talk bad about something that thousands of our people is going to gather for, and you're going to feel left out. I'm telling you, eventually you'll come around, because you start realizing, yo, I need to support this. And even, sometimes, honestly, even when I see certain things I don't particularly agree with, I just keep it to myself, because a lot of times I didn't do enough research of why this is happening and what's going on and what it's about. So I'm not quick to jump out the window and be disgruntled and express displeasure with something and shoot something in the foot unless I understand a little bit more. And one thing about our people is, because we have social media and we all could go live and we all got voices, people are abusing that and just spewing a lot of hatred and rhetoric without even knowing what the fuck you're talking about. You just talking because you got a mouth. And I keep saying, man, damn, I wish they removed this live feature from certain people, because I don't want to see you pop up on my timeline talking bullshit and just being hateful and talking about bad about your people when it's so much oppression with us. We don't have time to really just be sit here and bash our people all day. We have to really talk about what's going on. And if we spend more time uplifting instead of always downing, then the spirit gets raised. A lot of us are down in our spirit. We're down in our energy because we just feel beaten down. And many of us are tired, like mentally and physically tired of fighting day in and day out. Now I got to go out in the world and fight this fucking cracker for what's rightfully mine. And then I got to come and see people on YouTube tell me, Doggie Diamonds, fuck you, I hate you. My people. I'm like, what the hell did I do to you? You know what I'm saying? And people get tired of that. And that's why some people, we see so many people get theirs and they say, listen, I'm out. Y'all not going to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Because all I get is hatred from the people who I'm trying to help. People be like, yo, I'm out. And then you want to call them sellouts and coons and all that. No, certain people are tired of fighting for people and they don't appreciate it. And again, Appreciation is the biggest thing you can ever show somebody when they did something for you, whether it be in hand or something for your mind or something for your spirit. Appreciation is the biggest thing. Is not when I'm out and about in New York City. New York is such an angry state. It just is what it is. I'll be holding the door open for people, and people be like, "Thank you," and they be looking at me like, "Well, what's the catch?" And it's like, there ain't no catch. You know, like I said, I was raised to be courteous. I was raised to say yes. I was raised to say no. I was raised to say no, thank you. I was raised to say yes, thank you. So that's what it's all about. A lot of times I'm on the train and there might be a woman going up the stairs and I see her with a baby carriage and everybody walking past her and I'll be like, you need help? And I help her up the damn stairs. That's just the right thing to do. And there's no wrong way to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of times if you don't agree with something, just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Stop fucking spoiling the fun for everybody else. Stop trying to be the one in the corner like, how dare y'all all sit around and have a good time and at a time like this, you know, because it's really sad. And reason why that's so deep, because a lot of us suffer from that when we achieve certain success. We have our people so damn jealous and hateful of us that we achieve in certain things. And many of us work and fight to achieve certain things. And once you achieve certain things, I was just having a conversation with a good friend of mine earlier about how people be right in the hood. We all have the same 24 hours in the day, and people are mad at you for getting your ass up and getting these bags under your eyes and getting gray hair working, and they sitting back looking at you like, how dare he achieve something and he's not giving me $10 or not, he ain't helping me. And it's like, help yourself. I have to get up and help myself. I have to get up. It's days where I want to lay in the bed. It's days I want to stay in the game all day. It's days that I want to sit around and cuddle all day. But I can't, because I have to maintain, I have to feed myself and help others around me. So why are you mad at me for having the strength to get up? And again, if I just sat around disgruntled people all day, I'd be just like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be, because they say misery loves company, and I don't keep misery around me. I just don't. Like, yo, look, you got bad energy, and before you get punched in your face, I advise you to just stay over there.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't hit them, bro.
Nah, because pain, yo, listen, man. Physical pain is real with certain people. Some people just need a good sock in the mouth sometimes, because
I agree.
Yo, nobody, you know, nobody is playing. It's certain of us that bust our ass. And if I tell you what I do to make my little empire go, you'd be like, damn, how you do all that? But I'm making it go without the help of corporate America, without the help of, and that's another thing about the Black Power Awards. Many of these things is being done without corporate America telling you, Black Power, we're not funding an award that says Black Power, or we'll do it, but change the name. Change it to something else. Black Power is too strong. Black Power is too militant. We're not going to give you our corporate dollars if you keep that name. So what do? Do you take the corporate money and say, well, we're going to change it to the Black Excellence Award. We're going to change it to this and be on the take? No, you're not going to do that, because there's nothing more stronger than Black Power. Everything comes out of black. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes out of darkness, you know, so in darkness is black. Everything comes from that. And that's not a bad thing, but we've been pushed to believe that that's black. You know, the black cat is bad. You know, the Black Friday, you know, black ball. We've been taught that everything black is negative. So when you say black, everybody just like, damn, you wear all black to the funeral. You know, so it's like, you know, people know all that. And another thing, you know, before I you know, finish, a lot of people claim to have knowledge of self. You know, and the first 4 letters of knowledge is to know. Now, if you know better, you do better. If you know certain things, why are you still so stupid? You know what I'm saying? Why you know, because stupid is what you do. It's not what you say, because everybody could, you know, I could easily, you know, regurgitate anything, but your ways and actions show everything. So if you know something, how you carry yourself and what you do and what you put forth to the people, then your ways and actions, that's more important than anything you say, because sometimes body language says it all. Facial expressions say it all. You don't have to say anything sometimes, and people could automatically read where you at with it, with your parents, with your elders. When you was doing some BS in the store, they ain't have to tell you cut it out. They could just look at you, and that look lets you know, I'm about to get my ass bust. So I better chill out, or I'm getting the ass whooping when I get home. So I better chill out. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody is so smart. Everybody's so woke. Everybody's so conscious because consciousness is trendy. Being woke is trendy. You know, it's cool to be in on a conversation. But now you got to let everything that you so-called know manifest in your ways and actions and your behavior. And I'm not seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, wild stuff. And I'm like, damn, woke dudes is really had on Halloween costumes. You know, but they woke 364 days of the year, but now they celebrating Halloween. So if you had knowledge of self and your people, then you wouldn't participate in certain things, you know. So I don't know. Like I said, Doggie Diamonds, I'm going to get Call of Duty. I'm going to shoot these little white kids that's for calling me nigga in the game later, and I'm going to have a good time. And tomorrow I'm getting up. I'm going to Atlantic City. I'm going to walk down to a Boo's Bakery, a Black-owned bakery on Bedford and Fulton Street. I'm going to get me my bean pies, and I'm going to get me some brownies. And that's what I'm saying. I walk miles to frequent Black business. You know, people don't even know that. I go to frequent Black business. I'm going to go get me some bean pies from a Boo's Bakery. They know I'm always in there getting them because my neighborhood is being gentrified. They like one of the only Black-owned businesses. They got other bakeries, but no, I'm walking to my people. You know, so I'm going to get me some bean pies later. I might go for a little bike ride. I'm going to get my hair cut. You know what I'm saying? Take off these gym clothes. And I'm enjoying life. So if you want to sit in the crib and be grumpy and read books and watch lectures, well, some of y'all don't even read. If y'all want to watch lectures all day and let these idiots incite you to be stupid and let these idiots tell you to go out there and kill people and they ain't kill nobody, then that's on you. I'm going to have a good time in your own. You know.
All right, everybody, because I know they're going to message me earlier. Well, who he talking? Hey, I ain't say it. Don't come for me.
Well, come for me. You know what I'm saying? Come for me. And you know, honestly, if the shoe don't fit, you can't wear it. If it don't fly, let it. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know,
don't apply, let it fly, man.
Because you know, a lot of times it's a lot of gossip, and people just always think when you speak, you're talking about somebody in particular. Really, me, I'm very, very confrontational. If I have an issue with a particular person, I say your name, you know, but sometimes it's such a broad statement because there's so many people, and a lot of people on these YouTubes, in these chat rooms, on these comments are always looking for some type of gossip to keep them going, man. I can't always provide you with that because that, you know, I don't live in that gossip world all the time, especially when I'm talking about something great. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Black Power Awards, November 18th in Atlanta, honoring the God MC Rakim, hosted by David Banner. Doors open at 12 p.m. The ceremony start at 4 p.m. in Atlanta. If you want more information, go to the blackpowerawards.com. Follow me on Facebook under the name Gregory Lewis, Doggie Diamonds on Facebook. I'm on all social media. You're going to see me spread the links. If you can't make it to Atlanta, myself as well as Knowledge Born, we're going to have the link so you can watch the live stream right from the confines of your own home on your computer. So even though you might not be with us in the physical, you there with us in spirit. And that's the best thing about what we're doing. You know, last year I seen so many people together. I seen brothers take pictures together that wasn't getting along. But for that one day, they got along. And I was like, yo, man, that's what's up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And that's, if nothing else came good out of it or gonna come good out of it, for 1 minute, people was able to put their mental sword down for a minute and just say, yo, you know what? Let's just enjoy each other. We'll spar later. We'll get on, you know, we'll spar later. But for right now, I'm just happy you here and you alive and you healthy because there's so many. You know, I told Loaded Lux one time, I said, yo, do you realize that Malcolm used to walk right past here, right where we're standing right now? And everybody loves Malcolm X because I like Malcolm X, not El Haj Malik Shabazz. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a Malcolm X individual. But I was like, yo, Malcolm X used to walk right here. And imagine how many people just looked at him and just didn't care about what he was saying, didn't care about what he was doing. And now they regret and they wish they listened to him. They wish that they appreciated some of the, you know, they wish they could have told him how much what he said impacted them later on in life. And I said, while I'm here, I'm always going to tell my elders, my peers, yo, I like that. I like what you did. I appreciate that because, you know, it keeps me going and it keeps them going. It keeps, you know, it's nothing worse than waking up saying, Do I read today? Do I try to enlighten my people? Because you get distracted in your enlightenment, in your discovery. When you get knowledge, you be like, yo, I just found out, and you can't wait to share it. You can't wait to share it, and you're sharing it for free. So when you're sharing it, and people be like, nobody give a fuck about that black shit, and it's like, damn. Well, maybe I need to stop sharing it. But for every one that tell you they don't care, it might be 40 that do care, but the 40 don't want to tell you they care because they don't want to be called a dick rider, or they don't want to be called a groupie. So now we have words to stop us from celebrating one another. You know what I'm saying? Or when I met you, you was all under me, you was hugging me and all that. And I appreciated you. You know what I'm saying? So now we're in a state where everybody is standoffish, and we looking across the room and saying, damn, is that Professor James Small? Yo, I learned about voodoo from him. I want to tell him that, but I don't want to go over there. I ain't no groupie. I ain't taking no pictures with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to think I'm on his dick. And this is what we're doing to one another. Instead of saying, yo, you put me on to something, because I thought voodoo was evil. I thought voodoo was some satanic stuff like that. I didn't know until you told me and you showed me. And even you spoke about that before on Facebook. You know what I'm saying, Ben? And it's like, yo, people don't know that. Yo, I really learned something. So now when they try to tell me something from my ancestors and something from my people is evil, I'm like, no, y'all the evil bastards who take everything and bastardize everything, and y'all change the meaning of everything good into something bad, and you get to break it down for them. And some of our women who might not know, and some of our children who might not know, and even some of our elders who wasn't privy to some of the information that we get, we able to tell them, no. Don't listen to that white man. There's nothing wrong with that. This is what they did. They changed it in their favor to make it look like what we were doing was bad, because that's what some of our Haitian ancestors used to defeat the French. You know what I'm saying? So of course it's going to be evil to them because they got their ass whooped because of it. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So yeah, so and that's the thing. So like I said, I'm about appreciation. I'm about saying, yo, thank you. I'm about saying, yo, that's dope. So this is what the Black Power Awards is. It's about a lot of us being awarded. And again, if I don't win the trophy, it's not about that. The fact that I'm nominated, the fact that I'm recognized by my peer group and people who I respect is saying, yo, we like what you're doing. We need to put you up on a certain pedestal where it's going to bring more awareness to what you're doing. I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what people may not be aware of is that the Black Power Awards is an entire weekend. So Friday, before the award show, that's November 17th, they got some powerful workshops, 16 powerful workshops, man. And we got everybody. I mean, this is an impressive panel. They got Jay Morrison, Mr. Real Estate. He's given a lecture. He's given a workshop on real estate investing, and you may have recognized him from the issue that went on in Atlanta, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when him and his queen tried to take some business partners out to the restaurant Houston's, and they were meted with racism. They was meted with very disagreeable people that did not want to seat them. So they took action, and they rallied the troops, and they boycotted the establishment. And brother DJ was out there, and T.I. was out there speaking on behalf of the community. So y'all might recognize him from that. Brother Molly Lee Davis of the David Bozeman firm. And you might recognize this brother if you're in Atlanta. He does great work with law in Atlanta. I've ran into him a couple of times at a couple of events. Positive brother. We have Raina Turner talking about sustainable community solutions. We got brother Zeke from New Era, Detroit. We all know and love that brother. We got Professor Small, James Small, gonna be in the building. So, if you never heard any of his lectures in person, man, this will be a treat. Brother Zoe Williams is going to be in the house. Our brother Professor Griff is going to be in the house. Shinnery Norman from Us Lifting Us Economic Cooperative, which I'm a member of. She's going to be in the house talking about that. King Simon is going to be in the house. TJ Lofton, gentrification specialist, he's going to be in the house. Our elder Joel Pookrum is going to be in the house teaching immortal sciences. Unc Aku, better marketing mastery, is going to be in the house. Rick Mathis from Black Friday. And of course, our brother from the Armor Rock Squad, Asar Imhotep, is going to be in the house giving his rebuttal to Ra is Allah from Brother Wesley Muhammad. So these are going to be some powerful presentations, and you're probably going to have to pick, which ones you want to go to, because I know ain't nobody going to stay around for 16 workshops. I mean, you got to go eat, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to pick which ones is really important to you, but I'm sure there'll be a DVD at some point, just like there was a DVD last year. See, I didn't make it last year, so I bought the DVD.
Facts.
Because I was like, yeah, I want to see what's going on. So, yeah, I bought the DVD, and, you do it like that. We also have, it's also an after party after the Black Power Awards, hosted by Brother Zoe Williams and Sonny Patterson. And hey, if you've never been privy to listen to Sonny Patterson's poetry, man, you in for some powerful stuff. I personally have been in the building when she has put it down, and she's a powerful poet. And it definitely touched something in you, man. Definitely touched something in you. But like Brother Doggie Dimes was saying, we're honoring the God MC, Rakim Allah. I mean, you knew kids might not know who Rakim Allah is, but y'all go back and listen to some of his records, man. One of the first lyricists that put me on to like the mastery of just pitch and precision with lyrics, man. I mean, the dude was all that, man, and still can rock a microphone. And maybe, hey, we might get lucky. He might put on a couple songs, you know what I'm saying? So we might get lucky with that. We're also honoring Sister Rita Marley, which has done great things in Jamaica. And yes, I believe she is the sister of Bob Marley. I believe that she's the sister of Bob Marley, but she does great things for the people of Jamaica. We're also honoring our elder, Dr. Mutulu Shakur, Free Mutulu, for my outlaw RBG brothers. Mutulu Shakur got a lot of people off dope and drugs during that era, man. Related to Tupac Shakur, I think he's his
stepfather.
Stepfather to Tupac Shakur. Still incarcerated right now.
Yeah, so, supposed to have been released, and I don't know what happened.
Correct. And being that I'm close with the family, I'll speak a little bit on that. Just came down to they were scared to release him because they thought he would spark something. So this is what I tell people, and this is what I try to get through to people that put all of their stock in learning laws, all of their stock in learning rules. Now, this man has served his sentence. This man has done his time, but yet they are keeping him incarcerated against the law with no trial, with no due process, no nothing. He served his sentence, but yet he's still incarcerated. So it goes back to my age-old saying, I don't trust white people with rules. I don't, because he should be home right now.
What did Dr. Khaled say? When you follow the rules, they change the rules.
They change the damn rules. Now, this man, he said, hey, I'm finna get out. They like, oh, no, not you. You got to stay in here. So hopefully this Black Power Wars and us doing a powerful thing in his name will sway something to get the elder released, because we want to see him home. He's done his time, even though he should have never been incarcerated in the first place. But he's done his sentence. He deserves to be home, and we'll be waiting on that day. It's the award show is hosted by David Banner and Ernestine Johnson. It's gonna be a star-studded affair. It's gonna be a star-studded affair. So what I wanted to do is look at these categories, and y'all tell me who y'all think is gonna take home the trophy in these different categories. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna start number one, Internet Radio Award. The nominees are brother E.J. Jones for Straight Black News, brother Michael M. Hotep, African History Network, which I used to follow his show back in the day, and our very own Knowledge Born Allah, Due to Knowledge Radio. Who you got, brother Doggie Diamond?
Well, I'm gonna go with Knowledge Born Allah, straight. I think about EJ Jones because I got family with Straight Black Pride, but Knowledge Born Allah should take that one.
Okay, brother Knowledge. What you got, man?
Hey, I actually reached out to Baba Kifaro Kamati, formerly known as Baba E.J. Jones, and I had him on the show. And I celebrated the brother. The Straight Black Pride movement is the only movement / organization that I would ever align myself with, because it speaks to our future. And I've been in a lot of organizations. You see what I'm saying? I've been in a lot of organizations, but the Straight Black Pride movement is where my goal, aim, and objective is for our future as a people. You see what I'm saying? So I just had to say that for the record. But I think I heard through the grapevine, man, that I should be able to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? A little something. We closing in on like 700 shows over here on Do Now's Radio. So before the awards, we're gonna have 700 or more shows. You see what I'm saying? And in a 2-year time span. So it was just only a couple of days that we ain't broadcast.
Oh yeah, but y'all always going, man. That is, man. You've been hand on the plow, man. Hand on the plow. And you know what? I just realized this is probably one of the only categories that I have that I know all three participants. And I've been on Brother EJ's show. I've been on your show. So and I used to download Michael Imhotep's show.
Right.
When I was first coming into consciousness on the iTunes. And of course, man, that's gonna be a tough one. But I'm gonna go with Knowledge Born Allah, man, just because it's so frequent, and you've given, not only do you do shows, but you give other people opportunity to host a show on your platform, furthering their reach in the community. So
and we cousins, don't forget that we cousins. We go back like 7 years, okay? Go back like 7 years.
Brother, we more than cousins, we brother.
I ain't want you to call me pseudo. I'm calling you brother. You call me
pseudo.
Oh
man. I ain't even used the B word today. God, right.
I use it on your behalf.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with my brother Knowledge Born Allah. The second category is spirituality and sacred science. We got the Elder Queen Afua with the Sacred Woman Program. We got brother Jamar Milton with the Lighthouse, and we got brother Panic with the Occult Lectures. Who y'all taking in that?
For me, I would Queen Afua, man. Like, that kind of, for me, just the information that she's been putting forth for so long, they can win one next year. Let her get this one.
you say you can win one next year.
Yeah, they can win next year. Yeah, we in the red to her. You know what I'm saying? So we in the red. Let her get this one.
Brother Knowledge, what you think?
Yeah, I'm rocking with Queen Afua all day. You know what I'm saying? Supernova Sloan. What else I got to say? She don't need no other evidence. You understand? You got her work,
and then you beat me to it.
Hey, we honor legacy. We honor legacy, and one of the requisites in this community before, you know, the viral infection of social media, is that you had to have a lineage. Somebody had to bring you in and present you.
Man,
you see what I'm saying?
I miss that.
We
that.
here.
I really do. Somebody had to vouch for you.
Right.
And you know, I should have, before I read these categories, I should have put out a disclaimer, because I know what people gonna say. Brother Panther thinks some of these dudes is suit up. And you're right, I do. But I'm not on this show. I'm not full blown Panther today. I'm more in my diplomatic mode. So if I don't speak about a certain person, don't ask me to speak about a certain person. So I'm gonna go with Queen Afua as well, because she raised and trained Brother Supernova Sloan. I don't really have that much experience with Queen Afua's teaching outside of that. I know my queen used to read her books, so I could ask her more about that. But I have taken the Super Mega Greens from Supernova Sloan. And being that I work overseas, it's hard to get vegetables, it's hard to get certain nutrients, and that keeps me where I need to be. Everybody around here getting sick, I'm feeling good. So, you know, hey, I take that stuff. So I'm gonna go with Queen Afua just because of that. All right, our next category might get a little. This gonna be a tough one right here. We got the Black Power Music Award with brothers. The first nominee is Brother Shay Blak and United Front Warfare Music. We got Dale P. Cut from That Fabric featuring Lex and Mad Squabbles. And we got my brother Brick the Foundation with Lucrative Thoughts. Who y'all got, man?
Well, I'm biased. Brick is the homie.
He just gonna admit it.
Yeah, Brick is the homie. Brick is the homie too, but I'm going with Shay Blak.
Who you got? A Sappho Gang knowledge boy, all right? Hold on, let me get
next
camera on you.
next category. Do we gotta ask him?
Yeah, Brick. I mean, and Brick on my platform. You know, every Tuesday.
Wait a minute, brother.
It's hard. But Shay Blak is from home. Shay Blak is from home. You understand? Like Jersey don't get no representation. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, Doggie Diamonds is Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn. He ain't from New York. He from Brooklyn. I'm a Jersey cat. You see what I'm saying? So this is, you know, that double doses of Jersey dopeness, man. Nah. Yeah, let me do that one more time.
I got that same shirt.
So man, when that Gumbo video come out and y'all see me in this joint right here, y'all gonna see like, hey,
y'all both biased, man. Y'all in the videos. Y'all.
I mean, it's you know.
Hey, I admitted it though.
Right.
I admitted it.
And it's no disrespect to my brother. You know, like I go hard in the paint for Brick. You know what I'm saying? He got a job over there. You know, he got a platform to promote himself and things like that. Shay Blak, man. Only built for killers, cutthroats, and warlords, man.
Man, it's really tough for me because I enjoyed the program. I enjoyed Only Built for Killers, Cutthroats, and Warlords. And you know what? This might sound crazy, but to me, it comes down to one thing why I'm picking United Front. And that is the song Blue Steel off Only Built for Killers, Cutthroats, and Warlords with Ambassador O and Shay Blak. That's my joint right there.
My joint is Don't Get Caught. I love Don't Get Caught.
Man, I'll be in the gym with that joint on. I'm going to lift everything in the gym when Blue Steel come on. That's my joint, man. Man, shouts out to Doc Mossi and Shay Blak. I'm going to go with y'all on that. All right, the next category, we got Documentary Film Award. We got Black Beach, White Beach, directed by Ricky Kelly. We got Black Friday, the remix, directed by Rick Mathis. and we got Renaissance Man Tim Trueheart. Who y'all rolling with as far as that?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Being that I didn't see any of those documentaries or don't really know too much about them, I'm not gonna say who I think should win because that would be a disservice because I'm not familiar with any of them. So I hope you know the best person win that people feel should win. I can't cast a vote on that one.
I'm in agreement with you. I've only heard things about a couple of them, and I can't really base my decision on that. Knowledge, you seen any of these?
Ricky Kelly's documentary is not out yet. It'll be out this month. So it's only trailers that are out, and you can see, you know, those trailers on YouTube. I had the brother on the show, and the amount of work that he put into, you know, showing, you know, like we theorize a lot in regards to those relationships, you know, between us and the opposition, but he detailed, you know, that whole entire experience, how it's truly, you know, two different groups going to the same spot, what it costs, you know, how much the hotels charge, you know, the type of treatment they get from police, and, you know, all of the things like that. So, you know, he goes through it analytically and really breaks it down and shows. So it's not just like, hey, I don't think they like us over here. Like he brings the evidence. And, you know, the real aim, goal, and objective of Ricky Kelly's documentary is not even just to point that out. It's to say, hey, we have a beach that, you know, we started. You see what I'm saying? That we still own the property, and it's failing because, you know, we're going over here, you know, to try to appease instead of going, you know, to something that was made for us, to land that was made for us, you know, that our elders, that our ancestors frequent. So, you know, that documentary, even though it's not out yet, it speaks to, you know, really, you know, some goals, aims, and objectives to continue on a legacy that was already started, you know, with the beach in South Carolina. So, you know, the other beach that everybody goes to, you see what I'm saying, now is not the same beach that our ancestors went to. So that revival, you know, in that regard, a reformation, and also, you know, just giving people that information and that history, I think is remarkable. I got to go with my brother Ricky Kelly.
All right. The next category is the Indutainment Award. The first category is Oshun for Shango, and I'm interested in hearing that. Y'all getting in my lane now. I'm gonna have to check that out. Rod the Lyricist, Days and Times, and Sam the Geek, Better Days. Now, I only really know of Rod the Lyricist, and I met him in Atlanta. He's a young kid with a lot of flow coming up. But the other ones I'm really not familiar with. Y'all familiar with any of these on the panel?
Is that Oshun the female group?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, if that's them, I like their music.
Yeah, that's who that is.
Y'all gotta put me on, man.
Yeah, you could look them up right now. It's two females. I think they from Brooklyn too, so I don't want to be biased really, but I am.
You had no problem being biased on the other one.
Yeah, but I don't know them personally. But yeah, no, they music is incredible. Like the music is real dope. Like, matter of fact, did you say that I got to put that in my gym playlist now? That's gonna get me through that hour treadmill I like to do, or that hour stairmaster I like to do.
Man,
you know, I do
hour.
Yeah, I know. I do an hour cardio straight.
You do an hour cardio and you walk all over the city.
Right. 4 hours. Yep.
Y'all.
I can't wait to get out there. I'm sitting here looking now like, damn, my face look fat on camera. I'm getting pissed off. I'm about to go hard in a few minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't play that. I know it's because I need a haircut and this hat I got on my head. You know, it sometimes shapes your face, but I don't play that. I'm like, yo, hold up now. I work too hard, so I gotta go hard. But
I feel you, brother. I feel you. We hope the best person wins in that category, man. I'm definitely gonna look up the Oshun group, see what they're coming with.
Yeah, they got a song called "Stuck." Look it up. It's real dope.
You said "Stuck"?
Yeah, Stuck. Yep. Mhm.
Stuck. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm
Yep. Real that good boom bap neo soul R&B that's missing from the game right now.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out for
Yep.
sure. Black Power Video Award. We got King Malachi and my brother Zaid Malik. Shouts out to our RBG. Tupac Status. We got Jinsu Dean, Wise Intelligent Game of Death, and our brother Red Pill and Kambata Made for This. Who y'all got in this category?
I think I saw it against Houdin, Wise Intelligent. Yo, I'm just such a big Wise Intelligent. I'm gonna go with Wise Intelligent. I'm a big fan of his since Poor Righteous Teacher. So I'm gonna go with Wise Intelligent.
Okay. What about you, Knowledge?
That's a Jersey. That's a Jersey legend right there. Y'all didn't hear the song. If y'all heard the song, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Guess who think that's my brother? You know what I'm saying? Wise Intelligent. You know, that's my brother.
Y'all know who they are. Y'all have been holding out on us.
Oh, that's that album, Game of Death. You got to get that like ASAP.
I've never even heard of this brother. See, and this is what the Black Power Awards is for. I'd have never heard of this brother.
One of the illest producers in the game. Gensu Ding. Check him out. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, matter of fact, he did one of David Banner's first albums. You know what I mean? Yes.
Okay.
And he's produced with Lord Jamar. He's produced with, you know, Planet Asia. He's produced, you know, with some of the greats. And you know, this is, I think this is the first album Wise Intelligent ever done with one producer. So you know, Game of Death, classic.
Okay, I will check it out. For me, man, you know, I'm going with King Malachi Zaid Malik.
Outlaw RBG bias, huh?
Outlaw RBG, I'm biased as hell. Deal with it. Hey man, I ain't doing nothing that you know, people don't do when they vote for the president of the United States. I don't care what the damn politics is. I like it. And you know, most black folks did that when they voted for Obama anyway. They straight went to the polls. He black.
You know, we was in Iraq and they was hating that. You know, that was good for like one day. I had one good day. You understand what I'm saying? All the brothers and sisters walking around like, yeah. Hey,
I was in Afghanistan, man. I was in Afghanistan.
Like, that's your president. I said, you damn right.
I was coming off.
That's your commander in chief.
I was coming off a guard, dude. They told me, man. I can admit I was excited as hell, throwing up my fist and everything, but it was a trap.
Short-lived. It was short-lived, baby. You know, we had a good, I think 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I'm good. Hey,
I know.
That's all. That's all I needed to see. You know.
Okay, next category, 21st Century Scholarship Award. My brother Divine Prospect with King Harbinger Ministries. Dr. Umar Johnson with National Independent Black Parent Association. And Saleen Allah, the Atlantis School. Who y'all rolling with on this topic?
I would go with Dr. Umar. Me personally, I like Divine Prospect. Definitely, you know, the homie, and I like what he brings forth from a Hebrew Israelite point of view. But I would go with Dr. Umar. Just me personally.
Okay. Brother Doggie. Brother Do the Knowledge.
Me and Saladin go back to 2001. So, you know, about 16 years we go back. And I've seen the work that he done everywhere he's been. From Atlanta all the way to upstate New York near Canada where he is. And that's a hard working brother, and the work that he does, like that's a kind of, you know, sketchy category for him to be in as far as, you know, scholarship. He's an author, you know, he's an author. He's a publisher. You see what I'm saying, and things like that. But when we get into scholarship, like there's no comparison to a Dr. Umar in scholarship. You see what I'm saying? He goes with scholarship. If Divine Prospect and scholarship, I mean, that is crazy. To put Saladin in the category with those brothers. He's a journalist, he's an author, he's an activist. He's so many other things. I don't know about the 21st century. Scott, like it's kind of shaky for me in that category. You see what I'm saying? As far as scholarship, like he deserved to be in like an outreach category. Working with the youth, all of those services that he provides within the framework of his community, with camps and all of that. You see what I'm saying? It's like if y'all remember who Amir Baraka was, you see what I'm saying, and who Ras Baraka, you see what I'm saying, his son, you see what I'm saying, like that kind of vibe, not really the 21st century scholarship awards.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna have to.
Gonna be a shocker for my audience, but I'm going with Divine Prospect.
Oh, they're gonna chop this up. They
got that. They got that. Yeah, they got that. That's out
got
there.
that one. I'm going with Divine Prospect, man. A brother that I've seen him in the community. I've seen him come out. I know the work he puts in. I don't always agree, but in the interest of scholarship,
right,
I have to go with Divine Prospect. You know what? I'm not even gonna go to what I was gonna say. I'm diplomatic today. I'm just gonna move on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's be mean another time. I'm not going.
I'm going with Divine Prospect. That's all y'all need to know. The next award is the Agricultural Science Award. We have Kashawn Myers with her program Habesha. And I'm kind of wondering from that, does that have to do with hashish? Another word for cannabis that me and Do the Knowledge know about being overseas, but it may have something to do with cannabis oil or something like that. From the next one is From Gangsters to Growers, and the final candidate is Truly Living Well Farms. Now I'm familiar with From Gangsters to Growers, and they do some good work, so I'll probably lean that way. But what about y'all?
I'm not familiar with any of them, so I can't even say.
It's all good.
I'm gonna learn something that day myself.
Okay, and that's what this is. Hey, that's what this is for. What about you, Knowledge? Knowledge.
Did we lose him?
Nah, he's still in there.
I'm here. My bad. That yeah. I don't know too much about the work that's being done in agriculture. That's one of the reasons I wanted to go down there and link with some of those people in that regard. I know University Ave, Akatunde United Front, he's dealing with agriculture, and the brother Troop and some of the other brothers. I know of those people that are doing the agriculture, but I wanted to link up with those brothers and sisters who are growing.
I would have liked to see in this category just from seeing her work personally, and that's Empress Sekhmet. A lot of people don't know she's thorough in that gardening and growing. She gave my wife some moringa plant a while ago. Right? So I've seen her work firsthand. I'd have liked to see her in this, but maybe we can get you in this category next year, sis. Next category is Economics and Business Award. We got Nataki Cambone, Let's Buy Blak 365. I'm familiar with them. We got Delzino DeBrano with the Buy Black Movement. And then we got Dr. Claude Anderson, Powernomics. Which way y'all rolling?
Dr. Claude Anderson.
Knowledge?
Without a doubt.
He shouldn't even be in the category. That should be an honoree.
Hey, be nice. Be nice.
what I'm saying, that like he should be an honoree, is what I'm saying. Like that is like one of the first in the field. You see what I'm saying? Like he in the same category with Dr. Kamal Cambone's daughter. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I agree with that, and maybe that's every award show gets something that you feel like you can improve on. So I feel like Dr. Claude Anderson should be honored with his work in the economic field. He was the first person I had ever heard break down something from the economic standpoint of our struggle. So I definitely agree with you with that. And he lives what he says. He's got businesses with fishing and other entrepreneur benefits.
Well, him and Dr. Amos Wilson too, though. Don't forget about Dr. Amos Wilson.
Right.
Oh well, we did a whole show on Baba Amos honoring him, man. We talked about Amos for about 3 hours. That brother in a league of his own, man. In fact, if you haven't read the book Blueprint for Black Power, Dr. Ma'at and my wife, Sister Alima, are doing a review on the book on Dr. Ma'at's channel every Tuesday. I believe
every Sunday. Every Sunday.
They changed it. Okay, every Sunday. They do, and Knowledge is on there. I know he's on there, and man, you get to go chapter by chapter, and get an in-depth discussion about it. So I know it's a huge book, and they getting through it. So if you don't have time to read, maybe you got time to listen. So We
on chapter 11 coming up this Sunday.
11, man. What page y'all on, man? What page is that?
We on chapter 11. That chapter 11.
What page is that, Donald?
Oh, give me half a second. I got it right here.
Because that book by 800 pages strong.
Right. Yeah, and chapter 11 speaking about media. So y'all know I'm gonna be.
Oh, you in there?
Off the chain with that. I'm in that there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Doggie Diamonds. So I'm in that there.
Absolutely. Well, the next category is Broadcast Media Award. And there's only 2 people in this category. It's our brother, Doggie Diamonds, with Doggie Diamonds TV, and Blak on Purpose TV. Doggie Diamonds, who you voting for, man?
I won already.
Oh, he's proclaiming victory.
No, you know what I mean? Honestly, not to be an idiot, but I feel like just being nominated, I won. So even if I don't take the trophy home, I feel like I won already. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, just to be acknowledged by my peers and my people, that's the win for me. So
I feel that.
Yeah, the hardware will mean something to me, but it just means more that I'm just actually acknowledged. So for me personally, especially with my personal trials and tribulations in this industry of people, stealing from me and not recognizing what I did. So the fact that I'm being recognized, hey, I already won. So even if the other party take home the hardware, it's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be nominated.
Absolutely. Now it's more who you got with this one, man. Knowledge must be hungry. He walking away from the camera. Knowledge.
Knowledge, just say you want me to win and that's it.
I don't know where Knowledge. He went to go get his book.
Yeah, we can move on.
Man, I'm gonna go with Blak on Purpose TV. No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. But it's dope though, right? Like,
Doggie Diamonds had my book.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only Brooklyn dude besides his first cousin. No, I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah. Well, y'all stick. No, I'm not even familiar with Blak on Purpose TV. I have to do some research.
They're out of Atlanta.
TV. Are they? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Now I really got to do some research. But You know, I started watching Doggie Diamonds when he put Young Marcus on his channel.
Okay.
And then, you know, I went back and looked at some of your videos, and he just had such a wide range of topics and guests, and I was impressed. I was like, man, this dude is getting some really A-list guests.
The interview king.
I mean, you know, he got some. He might say he got some pull. He is pulling them.
Yeah.
Every time I go to prepare for an interview, I go look and see if Doggie Diamonds did an interview.
You know what? Between y'all two, y'all probably didn't interviewed everybody in the community.
Yeah.
Between y'all two,
So
y'all.
I go look. I'm telling you, like I was dumbing. Like I was like, yo, Tragedy Gaddafi and Ghostface's cousins? What?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, you know, that's study materials. His techniques, his ability to you know make people comfortable, and all of the strategies that you want to embody as an interviewer. You know, you have to look to somebody to see. You know, I watch a lot of public speakers. You know, irregardless to the spiritual inclinations, I watch them and I see how they connect with the audience. You know, and one of those interviewers, like Doggie Diamond's mind is out of this world. I'm like, yo, how he remember that? You see what I'm saying? And you see the reaction on the face of the people that's interviewing, like, yo, like yeah, I remember you did this joint, this with such and such, and they like, damn, I forgot about that. You see what I'm saying? So he got like that total recall joint, like, you see what I'm saying? And won't like really literally from the heart. You see what I'm saying? It's heart to heart and mind to mind. You know, so that's like a one-on-one. You know, normally people get you there to browbeat you and try to blitz attack you and all that. You see what I'm saying? And that type of spirit that possessed that's genuine. You know, to show you would do that to other men. You see what I'm saying? Like we come from a time where that wasn't allowed. That wasn't something that you would do. You see what I'm saying? And now with this Eurocentric type of view and value of one another, it's refreshing to still see, somebody holding it down, somebody, get.
Absolutely, man. And we definitely.
Yo, you know, it's funny. I never wrote an interview question down in my whole life. Never wrote a question down.
Natural.
Never. Yeah, because and the dope thing about it, without talking about myself too much, but it's that when I'm interviewing certain people, again, it's a celebration of them. So I'm a fan first.
Right.
So I get to interview people that I looked up to and that I was around. So it's like, yo, I know so much about you that you might have forgot these great things about yourself. And again, I want the people to appreciate who I appreciate, and I want the people who I appreciate to appreciate themselves and know how they've impacted me positively at points in my life, because music used to be the soundtrack of how we grew. We remember what you wore when this song was out, what dance was out, what girl you was dating, what school you went to. Now music doesn't do that doesn't do that anymore. So when I get with Tragedy Gaddafi, he's like, when I first met him, when I first met Cormega, when I first met all these dudes, it's like we still talk on the phone to this day based off of them interviews and them conversations. And friendships are I value that, and brotherhood, I value that, and I cherish that. So from an interview, like when I first interviewed EPMD, I was like, yo, man, EPMD, like, wow, like, this is EPMD. Like, I really grew up on y'all. So, to hell with these new artists with blouses and dresses on. That's why I don't interview none of them.
Nah, we ain't got a blouses and dresses category at the Black Power Awards. You got to leave your blouses and your dresses at home. Unless you're a female, you rappers that happen to be brothers, leave them at home, man. You ain't getting that. But our next category, I'm not familiar with any of these young brothers, but I think this is going to be somewhat of their coming out party. It's Exemplary Youth Achievement Award. And we got Watoto from the Nile, DeMar J. Smith, and Matt and Tanner. Now, I'm not familiar with any of those brothers, but I'm sure they had to do something extraordinary to get on this bill. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring to the table. Any of you brothers know any of these?
Yeah, Watoto from the Now is Chairman Jabari in the tours of Reality Speaks, Survivors Nation. Those are his children and his niece. That's the all-female group. Watoto from the Now. So yeah, y'all should check them out on YouTube. They got one of them, one of them songs called African. Like that's one of my joints. And they did a joint like, y'all remember the symphony back in the day? They did the symphony over. You see what I'm saying? Oh. And they coming with it. And they did a message to Lil Wayne about disrespecting young black women. You see what I'm saying? They got at it. You see what I'm saying? So, shout out to Chairman Jabari, man, to raise up a crop of young African women that could hold their own on the microphone. You see what I'm saying? So I'm familiar with Watoto from the Now.
Go. You familiar?
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar. No, I'm unfamiliar, but the category is dope. So, if it's the youth, man, all of them are winners in my book. Any youngsters that's coming in, consciousness and trying to do something for the community, they all winners. So I'm not familiar personally with any of them, but I like the fact that it's youth doing something.
Cool. So we welcome the currents to be introduced to these great young minds.
Yes.
Health and Wellness Award. We have Sister Javon Muhammad with Marin County Health and Wellness Center. We have Chef Aki with Delicious Indigenous. And we have our brother KT, the arts degree with Green Life Botanicals. Who y'all rolling with on this topic?
Well, you kind of set us up because you said we got our brother KT.
Hey, I didn't say you. No, I didn't say
no. But me knowing KT and knowing his works, I would have to go with him because he was able to show and prove certain things to me. Not saying that nobody else can't or won't, but I could just got to go for what I seen firsthand with my own two eyes. So I'm gonna go with KT, the arts degree.
What about you, brother Knowledge?
That's not even a question. Again, I think we kind of in an unfair category. Because Sister Javon Muhammad should be on the show on Sunday, and her role and the things that she's doing.
Got coming on your show, man. Goodness great.
Hey, Sister Lima gonna be on the show on Saturday.
Yeah, my wife gonna be on the show.
Okay. So with Sister Javon Muhammad and what she's doing in Marin County, again, in regards to like she's a midwife. You see what I'm saying? And she's attacking health in the framework of the system. You see what I'm saying? How gentrification is playing a role in health and wellness for Black people in that community. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that vantage point is like another level. KT the arts degree is helping people change their life. You see what I'm saying? In regards to health, and in regards to wellness, in regards to diet, and these afflictions that afflict you. But I see this doing this on a whole nother scale in the county. She's the staple for that county. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still rolling with KT the arts degree. I just had to present that case, for the people who may or may not be familiar with the Sister Javon Muhammad. She's excellent. She reminds me of Sister Ava Muhammad. You see what I'm saying? And her approach, and how she goes in. But she's committed to the reformation and wellness of Black people. I'm still rolling with KT the arts degree though, for the record. And happy one day. Happy born day to my brother. It's his brother. It's Scorpio season for them Scorpios that's out there. You understand what I'm saying? So salute to KT.
Man, you did all that advertising, and then you go for KT.
I'm rolling with KT, man.
All
that's
right.
a bias. Somebody
Yeah, he had me thinking he was going another direction.
Yeah, you know. Okay. Well, for me, I'm familiar with Chef Aki's work. When I was doing the vegan thing, I was looking at her programs, and she got some
Past
very
tense.
nice programs.
Past tense, you said?
And man, she can definitely cook. I
He
used to look
skipped
at her.
past that. You heard that right now?
Yeah, that was a real good one though. You know what I'm saying? Like pat, like
What I say?
We said it's vegan thing, past tense, and you ain't answer that.
Oh yeah, that's a past tense.
That means you got a piece of chicken in your pocket right now.
That's a past tense for me. And when we get off the show, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and it ain't gonna be vegan. If anybody in the chat got a problem with that, oh well. I tried.
Well, hey,
it didn't work for me.
I love chicken. So chicken and watermelon stereotype is not a lie. I like chicken and watermelon.
Both of them.
I was gonna buy me some watermelon last night.
It's Savvy chicken, okay? It's Savvy Gregory chicken. All right? You know what I'm saying?
It didn't work for me. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I incurred some issues that I couldn't overcome, especially being overseas. I just couldn't overcome them with the vegan diet. I'm not knocking nobody. I will say it again. I'm not knocking anyone who is vegan. I'm not telling you what to do. But for my 250-pound ass, it just didn't work. And it didn't have nothing to do with me wanting to be big or didn't like being small or nothing like that. It basically, my body just rejected it. Baby. Asar just mad because I ain't sent him the link. That's all this is.
Look though, you don't owe nobody no explanation for what you eat and how you eat. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because Dr. John Henry Clark ate pork.
Well, and Dr. Ben too.
Yeah, it had one of the greatest minds ever. So, you know, we ain't gonna sit here and act like eating leaves. Yeah, so
hey man, I will say this, man. Eating meat is a part of African culture.
Well, hey, I got canine teeth, and they here for a reason. They not here to shred. They not here to shred leaves, so nobody gonna tell me. You know, honestly.
All right, well, let's move on. Next category is the Digital Animation Award, and we got the Ubongo kids with Ubongo Media out of Tanzania. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that. We got African Tales, the movie, Obina Owukeke, the Trans Tales Entertainment, and we got Bino and Fino Adamu Wazari. I'm not familiar with none of these, but I will definitely check these out so I can purchase them for my children.
I'm in the same boat. I don't really know too much.
Yeah, I've seen
now Star say he a breatharian. You wasn't a breatharian, but we was in New York. Going to that IHOP, brother.
Mama call him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
It's all crazy, man. But yeah, we welcome back.
Yeah, I saw the Vino and Vino joints on YouTube. You know, looking for African-centered, programs for my sons. You know, we got the mail track. I'm loving the mail track, and I'm seeing, the potentiality in that lane to grow larger. So if they have that content available, I know, some of it is coming directly from the continent. You see what I'm saying? So our interaction, depending on their ability to have connectivity is, it's an issue as well. So, I saw the Vino and Fino joint.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna check all those out, man. We got the Literature Award for Children. But, I would have liked to see my book up here, but it's all good.
Right. Right.
We got Angela Freeman, Black on Black Love, Akua Agusa, Imhotep's Learning Concepts, Dawood, Annie Abawili, the Brother Man series. And I'm not familiar, but this is. I mean, we just gonna keep hitting it in the head. You know, this is why the Black Power Wars is so important
Yep.
because now you get to be introduced to things that you can use as tools to teach your children.
Yep.
If you're not familiar, you know, you're gonna get to see these three nominees, write their names down on their platforms and buy their literature or preview their literature, and you know, get it going from there.
I'm rocking with a Kua, a Gucci. CultivatedRootsMedia.com. The sister has over 20 years of experience teaching in African-centered schools. She was in Oakland, you know, doing a thing in Oakland, you know, for 15 years or more in private institutions that promote African-centered learning. So that know-how, that experience, she produced those books. You know, she has something on Marcus Garvey, something on Madam C.J. Walker, and you know this Imhotep learning series that she has as a late. And she's also going to go into animation as well for one of the projects. So I think she's brilliant. She's also down there in Atlanta as well, and she has a publishing company and a video production company. Brilliant sister.
Knowledge, you know everybody, man. We gotta
About
get
to
you
say
on the
his
Black
name ain't
Power.
Knowledge for nothing. His name ain't
Man,
Knowledge.
we gotta get him on the board for the Black Power.
Hey, I went and searched these people out. You see what I'm saying? Because I wanted to know who they were. You see, and give them an opportunity to come on the platform and promote themselves. I ain't just talking about celebration. You see what I'm saying? Both of y'all, everybody on the panel, been on the show, and we celebrate. You see what I'm saying? Doggie Diamonds and I are on this, virtual tour together. Because I recognize the value in this brother and his work. You see what I'm saying? And it's love and honor, and it's reciprocated. You see, so take my time to try to figure out who the people are, especially in regards to Black excellence. Raising that standard, raising that awareness of who these people are and their contributions.
Yes. The next category. Sustainability and Biotechnology Award. I'm very interested in paying attention to this category to learn these people because this is what we need to be talking about in our community. Raina Turner, Center for Civic Innovation. Dalo Siku, Urban Geoponics. And Cory Booker, Sustainability and Bioinnovation. And I'm not familiar, but these are some great sounding organizations, and I'm interested in geoponics, and I want to see what they bring to the table. So I'll definitely be researching all three of these to see who they are. Who are these people? Knowledge, since you know everybody.
Yeah, that's Knowledge because I'm out the loop.
Hey, Diallo Sekou is out of Florida, and he's a brilliant brother, and they really working that thing out there in regards to urban renewal completely. You see what I'm saying? So the geoponics is one aspect of what his organization is doing in regards to the Reformation. He's also approaching it from a political standpoint. You see what I'm saying? And the like. So there's a lot of things that are being done, and the sister Raina Turner is doing her thing in her community as well. You see what I'm saying? So both of them, they're equally yoked in that regard. You see what I'm saying? As far as outreach, as far as impact, as far as making things happen and move, and that their know-how in that geoponics category. You see what I'm saying? So that's in terms of sustainability, they like neck and neck to me. I tried to find out who the brother Cory Booker, because I only know one Cory Booker. You know what I'm saying? The senator. Yeah. So that's the only one I know. From North. You see what I'm saying? That's so I couldn't find anything on him. So I'm also looking to see if the brother comes through as well, so I can know who he is and what's going on with the brother.
All right. The next award we got is the Literature Award Adult. We got Ezra Araron, the Sovereign Psyche. We got Dr. David Imhotep, the first Americans were Africans. And we got Nia Sade, Young, Black, and Fearless. Who y'all rolling with?
I like the first Americans were Africans, so yeah, let's do that. Whoever wrote that, I'm going with that. Just off the title alone. I didn't even read the book, but that's good enough for me.
Go ahead, Brother Knowledge.
Yeah, I concur.
Man, I know why you laughing. I know why you laughing. and I'm thinking y'all set me up because
yes, a little bit.
I said that I was being diplomatic today,
right,
and that I was not going to be mean or address the inefficiencies in any of these candidates. But all I will say is I am not familiar with Ezra Aron, the Sovereign Psyche. I am not familiar with Nia Sade, Young, Black, and Fearless. But I am familiar with Dr. David Imhotep's book, The First Americans Were Africans, and I will not be voting for that book. That is all I'm saying. We're moving on.
Okay.
Political Activism Award.
They came before Columbus.
You know what? I'm gonna eject your ass. Stop baiting me. I'm not doing that today. I'm political Panther today. Somebody in the chat room said Ezra Aron all day. So, Brother Asar, he said I need to interview him. His books are on par with Amos Wilson's. Okay. All right.
I'm interested. That's a good name to be compared to.
Shows, right. To get to know folks on that level. Appreciate that, Brother Asar. Armor Our Squad up. Political Activism Award. Brother Shakim Amin Aket, my brother in South Carolina. I'll be riding down there. Just see him in December. Brother Zeke, New Era Nation. Y'all know him more specifically from New Era Detroit, probably. And WRFG 89.3 in Atlanta. Who y'all rolling with on this?
I'm unfamiliar with anybody in there, so it's going to be a learning experience for me. So I can't say anybody. Okay,
Brother Knowledge.
No, I'm gonna pass on this category.
No, you ain't.
You said you gonna behave, so I'm gonna agree with you with that.
Oh.
So, in the interest of solidarity and black love, I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Oh. Okay.
I just know that the radio station is in Atlanta. That's the only thing I can say.
I'm not too familiar with 89.3's work. I do have a couple of friends that I think work there, but I'm not too familiar. I know Brother Zeke from New Era Detroit. I had the pleasure of marching with him into the urban areas in Atlanta to spread the message of Black power and Black unity. Me and my queen marched with him in Atlanta. I also met him in Detroit at the Steve's conference about 2 years ago. And I liked what I saw. I really did. I also am very familiar with Brother Shakim. Brother Shakim put us in a lot of work in South Carolina, man, including teaching at a school, including going to the board for the city and complaining about Black issues, including going to PTA meetings, putting pressure on these schools to stop cheating our babies any kind of way. He's also at rallies. He's everywhere in South Carolina, man. And it's between those two for me, but I honestly cannot pick a winner between Brother Shakim and Brother Z. I honestly can't. Good luck to both of you.
I can't either.
Law and Justice Award. We got Attorney Alton Maddox, Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney, and Mayor Choki Antar Lumumba. I actually do know all three of these people. And you really probably won't know these people if you don't live in Atlanta. So, this may be people y'all don't know. Besides knowledge, he probably know.
Automatics is not from
yeah.
Atlanta.
I'm about to like that when I saw that, I was a little disturbed. I was a little disturbed because the attorney at war, Dr. Automatics, should not be in a category.
But he could lose.
Yeah, definitely not. No way, shape, or form about it. So if you say Dr. Leonard Jeffries and you don't say Dr. Attorney Automatics, if you say Dr. Khaled and you don't say Dr. Attorney Automatics, if you say anybody that stands up for black people, this brother was disbarred for standing up for black people. Disbarred, lost his ability to practice law. And he never left. He never retreated. He never went to the side. He's still out on the grind for black people to this day. To this day. You see what I'm saying? I'm like,
even with recently losing his wife too.
Right. Oh. I mean, when we start talking about greats, like these are greats, like Cynthia McKinney, her stance against Israel, and and telling us the truth. You see what I'm saying? She came with approach like a sister version of Steve Coakley in regards to breaking it down and really letting us know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? And for the mayor of Mississippi, the son of that warrior that is Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's hands down. But Dr. Tony Automatic should not be in the category. No way. No way. No way.
All right. I know Cynthia McKinney has been fighting for black folks in Atlanta for a long time. And Mayor Toki is you will see her at Black Power events, and she always comes out and lends her support as well. So I'm familiar with both of those two, more than I'm familiar with Alton Maddox, but I do know a few things about him, and I agree he shouldn't be in a category where he could lose.
And he's an elder.
Right. And if you look at anything Dr. Amos Wilson was doing too, if you start looking at those, like if you see that brother out there at the beginning, if you go back and watch Dr. Khaled's Stop the Execution, Start the Revolution, you heard that man like Dr. Khaled at the beginning, that's Attorney Automatics right there. That's the attorney at war, Dr. Automatics right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you know anything about the slave theater, anything about, all of those things that was going on when they was trying to push the vendors off 125th Street, all of that. You see what I'm saying? Right there, every step of the way. A man who stands by his people, for his people, and to his own detriment. What other price you gonna pay? This is your livelihood, how you take care of your family, how you set your generations up. You see what I'm saying? To sacrifice that to stand for you. Ain't no way. No way in the world.
Okay. I definitely agree. Maybe we can correct that in the future. The next category is Self-Defense and Protection Award. We got
it's a long ass award show.
Man, I didn't really notice it when I started reading the categories, but when I got in the middle, I was like, damn.
Yeah, how many more you got? Because
I got 3 more.
Okay, I guess we could do that. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I gotta fucking go here. I love black people and all that, but
damn.
Yeah, it's a Friday. I'm got this barbershop rush I gotta fight with.
All right, man. We got Self-Defense and Protection Award, Huey P. Newton Gun Club, Mashindi Vida Sanaa, African Defense Systems, Baba Taji Nanji, New World Martial Arts and Fitness Institute. Any of y'all familiar with those groups? I'm familiar with the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and Baba Taji's. And I've seen a few things from Mashindi's as well, but I'm not familiar enough to make an actual choice.
I'm not either, but I like anything with guns. So yeah, black people learning how to shoot and getting guns legally, I'm all for that.
As am I. I definitely agree. It's a necessary process living here and where we live. You know, we need to
Yep.
be on
Yep.
knowledge. Which one of these
Next
brothers
slide.
you got coming on the show tomorrow?
Word to word. Tonight, in an hour.
Next slide. Next slide. Hey, gut work and chin work supposed to go hand in hand. You're supposed to be able to know how to fight first. Somebody hit you on the chin and you got a gun in your hand and it fall out. I don't know what's up. I said I was gonna behave. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's all right. All right. We're gonna go on.
Man.
We're gonna move on.
We've been fighting for a while, man, and they've been shooting. We gotta have to start shooting back. You know, I hear you. I hear you. I agree 100%, but we're gonna have to start learning how to use these ratchets and stop turn them away from each other and onto some of the people who who've been shooting us. We gotta learn how to shoot back correctly also.
I'm 100% in agreement with that. We got no issues there. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking. Never mind. I'm gonna get off of that.
All right.
We're gonna holler out live on that one. Okay. Cultural Design and Fashion Award. What's Up African Apparel? Our brother Ron Green and Chris Arnold. Kings County Clothing, our brothers Red and Blue Pill. And Nagus Footwear, Tyreek Edmondson. Who y'all rolling?
Oh, that's a tough one, but
yeah, baby, that may be the toughest one of the night.
Yeah, but like I said, like I was gonna say, man, I just showed y'all earlier. Just happened to show you my sneakers. Red and blue ain't give me enough clothes to. You know what I'm saying? I got some sneakers, so I love my sneakers. So I think. Well, in all honesty, if I'm gonna say something and be honest about it, I think we have enough clothing. I don't think we have enough footwear. So footwear is always very difficult. You could get a hoodie, you can get a t-shirt. I have t-shirts, but footwear is very, very important also. So being the fact that they provided footwear, I'm gonna go with Nagus.
Okay, knowledge.
Opportunity is a word I'm gonna use and say right now. And when it comes to opportunity or providing an opportunity for people to go into business, Tariq got it hands down. You can get his things wholesale and go into business. You see what I'm saying? You can put those banners on your site and things like that. So it goes a long way in regards to creating a product that you can clearly identify as for you. You see what I'm saying? It's not in a space to where you're trying to look like something else, or you're trying to pass or anything like that. It's clearly defined. And for the narrative as far as consciousness goes, Red and Blue Pill were on the cutting edge of providing a uniform to for the brothers and sisters. Yeah, that's right. You see what I'm saying? And Ron Green took a phrase and made it a global movement. You see what I'm saying? But again, opportunity for duplication. You see what I'm saying? Like, we could get into a one-on-one type of situation to where there's no room for anybody else to come after us. So when we leave, it leaves with us. But if you're in a space to provide an opportunity with someone else to continue on and grow and develop, that's something that survives you. So that's the deciding factor for me.
Damn it, you just taught me something I didn't know, because I didn't know that. I got to build with him because I got so many damn websites and all that. I could put the banners up and make some bread.
Right.
Absolutely.
People have asked me, yo, where you got your sneakers from? You know what I'm saying? And I was able to point them in the right direction, but not knowing that I could become an affiliate and actually make some money off it myself. So that right there, hey, I'm gonna have to build with him later on.
That's lifting us. That's lifting us, baby. That's it.
All right, man. This category.
The last category, I hope.
Thanks.
I got shit to do.
This was tough. This may be the toughest one of the night. I have What's Up African Apparel. I do have Kings County Apparel, and I do have Nagas Footwear.
We just did that category.
I didn't say nothing about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't. It's I think knowledge hit it the most, the opportunity to bring others into the fold. Not only that, but I was with Nagas Footwear from the beginning, man. Me and brother Unc and brother Tyreek was selling these shoes at the Black August Festival about 3 years ago, and since then, Nagas Footwear has grown, and we branched out and started like a sister company from Nagas Footwear called Abju Footwear. And we made so many shoes and different design, from the chucks to the leather chucks to the ones Doggie Diamonds got, the Nat Turners that we put out. Now we're coming out with some more coming up. So man, it's I gotta go with brother Tariq because he put it all on the line to start that thing, man, and it's blossoming. And one of the complaints I always had coming into buying Blak was, man, where can I get some Black-owned sneakers from? Like you gonna find,
the footwear is important.
Yeah, you gonna find a lot of shirts, a lot of hoodies,
sweaters,
tank tops, hats, medallions, but them shoes, you changed the game with them shoes, brother. And we glad that you did. So I gotta go with Nagas Footwear, and I hope.
It's funny, right? I didn't even know you was affiliated with that. I knew Unc was, so I kind of figured. But when I held mines up earlier, that had nothing to do with you. I just always brag about them. I held those up because you was affiliated. I held them up because I always brag because I got Black sneakers.
Well, Doggie Diamonds, I'm actually the official spokesperson of Abju Footwear. If you didn't know.
Yeah, ain't that's what I'm saying. So send me my sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, whatever you need, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because every time I do a live stream, people know I always hold my sneakers up, and they're always right next to me. And I wear them. And there's places where I've been where people was like, "Yo, where you got them sneakers from?" And I'm like, "Yo, you got to go here." You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud. Like if I could wear Nike, if I could wear Adidas, because I got everything. If I could wear LeBrons, if I could wear all that, I definitely could wear something. That's
I'm waiting for them boots. I'm waiting for them boots, so I can retire my Timberlands forever. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, forever. Man. Tariq trying to change the game again on us, trying to get us out of them Timbs too.
It's funny because I'm being in the gym. I'm looking for a gym shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you train it, you need a certain shoe on. You know what I'm saying? You just can't put anything on your feet. So I'm like, I could wear these, but these are so fly. I don't even want to run.
I know, right?
Stairmaster with them. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that with these. You know what I'm saying? These too fly to be running on the Stairmaster with these shoes on. You know what I'm saying? This is fashion right here. This is Black fashion. So
I've been the same dilemma as you. We're gonna have to come up with something, a gym shoe.
Yep, definitely a gym shoe, a running shoe. So yeah.
That ain't gonna fall apart.
So to everybody that out there that can hear us, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm closing his show out.
How you gonna close out? We got one more category, man.
Okay.
We got one more category.
All right.
Cultural Education Award. We got Baba Amin Ojoko from the Uhuru Academy out there in Texas. Shouts out to Lone Star RBG. We got Marcus Klein, Freedom Home Academy in the ATL. And we got the internet-based Kamali Academy with brother Samori Kamara. And the only reason I'm familiar with all three of these is because I was searching when I was trying to homeschool or send my children to African Center Education. So this is going to be a tougher category than people may realize.
I'm familiar with Marcus Klein, but the other individuals I'm not. So I don't want to just be all the way biased and say them because I know, say him because I know him and know of him. So I'm not really sure who I would go with on this one.
What about you, brother? Knowledge?
This is by far the roughest category of the night, even more so than the fashion, because we're talking about the minds of our future. You see what I'm saying? And Marcus Klein's program, his approach, and everything, like everything that he put into, 5, 6 subjects within an hour time frame, stretching that imagination, and those proven results that go back at least 12 years. It's very long standing. You see what I'm saying? I got all 3 curriculums. Baba Ming's category with the Huru Academy. Those young Africans are brilliant. You see what I'm saying? Marcus Klein. Like it's like I can't choose because I know all 3 categories. You see what I'm saying? And seeing what goes into that African-centered curriculum, we think like we hear African-centered curriculum, so all you hearing about is Marcus Garvey all day. No. They got these young brothers and sisters reading at 2 and 3 years old, dealing with 3-digit, 4-digit multiplication and division. You see what I'm saying? Like they're removing that cultural breakdown that they're inundated with in the public, school system. You see what I'm saying? And the Samari Kamara, came from, graduate school academia education, teaching in, at the graduate level in, European academia, and brought those teachers with him back. You see what I'm saying? So like, meeting him and seeing what goes into that Warrior Academy that he has, Kamali Academy, it's I can't choose because of that level of involvedness and that sacrifice and amount of work that goes into creating all of these programs. I think it's a celebration for African-centered education as a whole. See, so that's really, really rough to make a determination based off of all of that evidence. And the results. The results is the other thing. Just like the other category was opportunity, the results. These young Africans that are going on to do great and wonderful things after this education.
All right. For me, man, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. All of these brothers do great work, but individually, man, Baba Amin's been doing this thing for a long time, man. Through all types of obstacles, he's made it through, man. And I personally went down there and seen what he's doing, and he's getting it done. He's getting it done, not only with education, but they got a great fitness program down there. He's also helping adults that may not have graduated high school get their education. So Uhuru Academy, which I've donated to several times, is banging, man. I give them my full support. Marcus Klein, Freedom Home Academy, great curriculum, great programs, great results. Samori Kamara with the Kamali Academy, which gives him an advantage, a slight advantage in this category is his is web-based, so you can teach your child at home. So basically, with his program, you turn it into a homeschool off of his curriculum. So the brother is doing big things there. And let me just say, with him as well, he also has a clothing line that I ordered from with African clothes. And he's got a program of, man, I'm trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head, but basically the way it goes is they send you 2 African style shirts, Nakari box, that's what it's called. They send you 2 shirts a month for like $50. And these are some real nice shirts. But in the interest of this award, I'm gonna have to go with my brother Baba Amin with the Uhuru Academy. Although it's real tough, but I gotta go with that.
Hello. All right, bro. I gotta go. This is my homeboy calling from prison. So thank y'all for having me. All right.
No problem, brother.
All right, peace.
And that's all the categories. So we made it through all the categories. Y'all can go back and see, who we said we would win and see if we, picked the right folks. I think we picked most of the winners that's gonna win, I think
that's because you're a winner. That's because you're a winner. You know what I'm saying?
That's because I'm a winner. I try to be, man. Don't nobody want to be a loser. But yes, this has been a great show. Glad to do it for my brothers. Glad to do it for brother DJ, brother Doggie Diamond, Knowledge Born. Good luck to all the candidates. Peace and love to everybody that's going to be traveling. Be safe. Be traveling to Atlanta. Understand that Atlanta people cannot drive, so please be a defensive driver that weekend. Please, trust me, I live there. Be a defensive driver that weekend, man. And much love to brother Asar Imhotep. He's going to do his thing at the panel. You know, Rock Squad up all day.
Brilliant, brother. Brilliant.
Got anything knowledge before we close out the show?
Yes, I want to thank you for inviting me on to be with the legend Doggie Diamonds on this legendary platform. My brother Black Panther is a brother who lives what he speaks and what he teaches, and has the potential to raise the standard of African academic excellence in our community, which is much needed. Much needed. We need a facelift. We need, brothers and sisters going back and doing empirical research and critically analyzing and allowing that, formulation to come together in a form of synthesis. You see what I'm saying? So it's very necessary. So that academic arm that we need, Rock Squad is there to provide that. And I really have the much respect for the work that's being done in regards to raising the standard of scholarship. You see what I'm saying? To go away from this, virtual meme type of situation that we're doing, and Wikipedia and secondary, source type of information, to a standard excellence, and challenge it. Their contributions to the field is remarkable. So salute to Rock Squad that's out there, doing that work. Y'all can catch me on Doing the Knowledge Radio 7 days a week, 8 days a week in my book. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 shows in a day, brother. I'm telling you, it's like 3 or 4 shows in a day. Just out, promoting and celebrating other people. On different platforms. I got African Liberation School every Saturday on Get This Wisdom Live. Go to www.getthiswisdommagazine.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to that magazine. It's a one-on-one magazine, and they're going into physical print in honor of the Black Power Awards. So it's going to be like a collector's item type of edition. This is don't want to miss an opportunity, a part of, and also they're still taking things for ad space. So again, if you want your brand, you want your product, your service, whatever you do, whatever your offering is to African people, you can go there and get a hold of Shock the Everlasting Peace, Earth, or Cali Divine, or anybody on the team, and inquire about that ad space before they go into physical print. And you can, get there and continue to move that initiative forward. They have something for everybody. Everybody within our dynamic of the African family celebrated, elders, peer group, and the youth. Also departed with the Huru Academy in regards to those young brothers and sisters, giving them a lane to express through writing. So it's a beautiful opportunity. Partnerships are being made and garnered based off of this interface and this experience that we have on an annual level with this Black Power Awards. You see, if you want to know if you have an institution, if you want to know you want to have something that has a future, if you don't have an annual event, some type of convocation, some type of convention, some type of gathering, it's not entrepreneurial in spirit, and it doesn't set a precedence for the future, because at these annual things is where the future is discussed. You see what I'm saying? People come from all around the world to gather together to decide going forward how they're going to move, how they're going to operate, what they're going to support, what they're going to invest in. All of those things will be present at this Black Power Awards annual celebration. So it's a celebration, commemoration, network opportunities, ability to submit and establish long-lasting relationships that go for life, and all of the like. So again, y'all can check me out, www.blogtalkradio.com/Do the Knowledge Radio. That's DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO. Check us out at our e-commerce site, DoKnowledgeUniversity.com. Y'all can catch me this weekend with my brother Dr. Alim Bey will be on this evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, we have Sister Alima will be in the building. Sister Lili La Poete will be in the building. You understand what I'm saying? Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Sister Javon Muhammad will be on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be getting into high contributions to the people. So I appreciate you. Love and honor to you, Black Panther. Love and honor to you and your family, to your children. Wish you all of the best in life, prosperity, and health, and Black power.
Absolutely. We out, man. A lot for y'all. Amandala, baby, for Peace.